a.m. p.m. You know the one. You know the one because you are here, and some 4:15 on a Tuesday, and I am here doing the live stream from the lockup of never-ending disasters, but also quite good things sometimes. You just don't know what you're going to get. Today, I've got a bit of both, and well, I've got a clear bench here for a change because it's full of bits of tools and bits of oily things and stuff, and I thought what I would like to do is do a live stream especially to thank some people, and I'll get around to that in just a moment. But what I want to do is just kind of close that door a bit. Actually, it seems like a terrible waste really to be locked inside when it's so sunny outside, but that's the way it is, I'm afraid, for today. Let's try that again. Closed. That's it. I am now sealed into my lockup where nobody is really going to be coming in, and I can feel comfortable talking out aloud and being animated and feeling full of fun, because I am. So much so I'm going to take off my work top and reveal the same t-shirt that I had last night. Oh gosh, static. Because I didn't even bother having a shower last night. Imagine that. I didn't have a shower. Normally I'll have a shower every night, but last night didn't really get around to it, and it was such an exciting evening that I just didn't bother. I went to bed grotty. Oh yes. Now see, Sophie Ellis-Bextor is here, so in 1 second I shall tell you what has gone on today, but not in such great detail so as to spoil the video, because I wouldn't really want that to happen. But as you can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title of this live stream, there's something quite good has actually happened. Well, I might add to that, say more than one good thing has actually happened today. Yes. Wearing the red top of going home soon. I might do an hour of a live stream. You see, the thing is, live streams have become a bit addictive. It's like doing a video, but without having to film, edit, or do any of these kind of things. You just get on and just start doing it. It's brilliant. I love doing live streams. I am now a live streamer. I'm just making my cup of tea. Then I'll read some comments out and say hello to some people, etc. And we can all have a rather lovely time together, if that's what we're after. The obligatory cup of tea. I do very little without a cup of tea. Here we go. Right, so Iffin's here. Iffin's here. Hi guys. Luke is here. Hey Mustard. Stephen S. Paul is here. Hello Mustard, he says. And Vampire Echidna, Vampire Echidna. It's like a hedgehog. It's like a spiky, blood-sucking hedgehog. Hello. But Sophie Ellis-Bextor is here, and Sophie was here not so long back with Neil the Gibbonator. And I've seen quite a lot of Neil, Sophie, and come to think of it, Boaty as well, over the past couple of days. And Neil wanted to come up just for a visit, and because he was going to Blackpool as well. And of course, Neil being Neil, he doesn't just turn up, he wants to get stuck in with something. So that's exactly what he does, and that's exactly what he did. And that meant that something in the yard may well have got fixed. But I don't really want to give too much away. But what I do want to say is thank you very, very much for being here, and thank you for all of your kindness and the dinners that you paid for as well. It was a very interesting couple of days. 3 videos to come out of this, 3 videos to edit up, because of these 2 days actually. And one of the videos is in the process of still being filmed, which I shall start doing on my way home, which I'm very much looking forward to. Not going home, but the driving home bit. So, again, I'd like to thank massively Neil and Sophie and Sophie for turning up. I'm going to thank Boaty as well for something as well, but I don't want to make it too obvious. Dibs on Charlotte Church, please, says Luke. Dibs? What do you mean you want Charlotte Church? But do you want Charlotte's Church as much as I do? I doubt it. General Cheeseburger is here, and Steve Culk as well. Charlotte Church, yes. I'm very happy with the video I made of the car, and lots of people seem to be very interested in the car and the video as well, which is also really rather great. So there's another one. I'd like to thank James again as well, because James Martin, also known as JM on Cars, gave me this car. He gave it to me, and it turned out that the problem that he was expecting wasn't really a problem at all, hence the video. So I'm very much looking forward to getting Charlotte Church, the MG ZS 180, on the road very soon. It's going to be fantastic. Oh look, Aaron Gill is here, and he says, hey Paul, with a wave, which is nice. What's that? Sophie Ellis Baxter has got an emoji there. I can't quite make it out. It looks almost like a sad face, and I hope it isn't. I hope it isn't indeed. Steve Kulg, Stephen Beer and Slugs. It's probably not Slugs. Gaz on a Trike is here as well and wishes everybody hello. John Studley. Facebook and Messenger is down. Ah, yes, I thought so too. That was a bit strange. In fact, I thought that it had been hacked. Like my account, because I was going to share this live stream on the Nigel page, and it asked me to log in, and I thought, log in? Really? Why would I need to log in? I don't need to log into my own account, surely not. So I didn't. I thought I'll deal with that later on. Maybe it's a problem. Maybe someone's hacked my account somehow, maybe not. But if the Facebook's down, then that will just explain that, wouldn't it? Isn't it awful that I'm relieved that Facebook has a problem rather than just someone rather naughtily hacking into my account? Guys on a trade book, yep. Facebook, go bye-bye. General Cheeseburger, I bet Neil didn't fix the dustbin. What dustbin? Oh gosh, Vampire Echidna. Yes, thank you. Right, okay. That would be fabulous. Captain, I still have beers for you. I mean, you still have beers. Well, how about you collect some seats? You could collect these seats that I told Johnny about, which came from, what's he called? Smashing Pistons, from his R3, the Paisley seats. Now Simon just said, I'm going to bring some stuff around for you, and he brought an exhaust and some wheels. A bit of a back box and some spare steel wheels always come in handy. And then I thought, he's going to bring some seats as well. He brought a set of seats. Very nice Paisley seats in nice condition. And apparently you could do it, and that would be great, because if you could just take them away, I would be happy with that. Unless you don't want to. I don't want to force you into it. I bet. Oh no, I've already read that one, haven't I? Hey, cheeseburger mate, says John Studley. And there we have caught up with the comments already. Except I haven't, have I? Because now I've got to go back to Top Chat, where we'll find out that some more comments have actually happened in the meantime. And it's Pingu Concord, hooray! Hi Captain, hope you're having a better day than me. 2 BCUs have died within a week. Oh, phew. Oh, that's not good, I'm afraid, is it? 2 BCUs. Do they happen to be the Pectron devices as well? The ones that always want to give you a whole load of grief? Is one of them in the Codfather by any chance? I probably am having a good week actually. And Sophie Ellis Bexer says, no, it's a faces saying what we... It's a faces off to say what to help you not saying anything. I don't know what you mean, but I don't mind. Hooked on Classics, Facebook is down worldwide, says Simone. Oh, right. And Smashing Pistons, all right, Milk Cocker. And Smashing Pistons, Simon Pistons. Now, Simon, I'm going to apologise to you here for something. Last night I just thought I'm going to do a cooking live stream. I just cracked on and did it. And then today, Boaty said, "Oh, you you kind of trodden Simon's feet somewhat because he was doing his quiz night," and I didn't even think about it. And I'm not there really to join in with the quiz night because quizzes aren't always my kind of thing anyway. But I didn't really realise, and I do actually feel a bit bad about it. So, Simon, I do apologise for that. Not that obviously there were going to be live streams simultaneously everywhere, and of course there's probably little difference it would have made anyway. But even so, it made me feel a bit rude to think that I did that. Not even deliberately. So there we go. And I hope it went well. I will take the seat, says the spiky hedgehog of amazing beers that is going to bring down. So that's going to be just come and get them. Oh yes, do come and get them because they would be better off somewhere else, quite frankly. Actually, the trouble is, I don't really like stuff. If stuff's got potential, I'd rather just hang on to it and let somebody else take them. And that's hopefully exactly what's happening here because they're a nice set of seats, and Simon didn't need them, and I don't need them. I'm not going to put them in there, in this particular car here, because that has its own seats. So if you can make use of them, I will be very happy about that. Do you know what? Actually, this is a quiet one as well today, isn't it? So far, gosh, this is weird. It doesn't seem to want to keep up with the comments. Oh, and now I've got 32 people. All right, joining in. Brilliant. Okay, thank you. Ah, right. So it's probably the Facebook thing has upset everybody. Everybody's going to be confused and bemused, and they just don't know what's happened in their life. You know, consider there are people that have never lived without Facebook. And when Facebook goes down, it's like a war is breaking out, and they're going to be exceedingly confused and upset. Chris Bowen, hey Paul, how's it going? Not bad actually. Not bad, can't complain. Not going to complain. A couple of interesting things today that I'm not going to tell you about because I don't want to spoil my video. Smashing Penguins, hello Norman, says Stephen S. Paul. And alright, so here we go. Long, don't worry about it, says Simon. Well, I did worry about it. I don't worry about it for long, but I'm that kind of person that I do worry about things. I just do. I want everybody to be on my live stream, but I don't want them to have to go off somebody else's to do it. It just doesn't really fit with me. I don't know who else. There'll be somebody else doing one at the moment that could potentially be a bit annoyed with me for doing my own right now. But last night was something else. The live stream from Mustard in the Kitchen was just amazing. Amazing amount of people that turned up that I didn't even know. And I got, how many? 26 subscribers out of that live stream, which is spectacular. And it just makes me want to do more and more. And the more that people come along who I don't know and just try and fling insults my way, the more I like it, because I can actually deal with people, believe it or not. HW100, hello, it's me, says HW100. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining the live stream. And Pingu says, yes, 2 Petron. Crap failed in 2 different 25s. The Codfather is currently in my garage awaiting a new head gasket to arrive. So you have, I don't know how many cars you have at the moment, Pingu. The trouble is, the more cars you have, the more likely you're going to have one that doesn't work. Isn't that the case? Now, if you have one car and it's working, then you have 100% of your cars working. If you have 100 cars and you have one working, then you only have 1%. And that's not a particularly good ratio, is it? And that would mean that those other 99 cars that you happen to have will be given the reputation as being unreliable because they're not working. And the fact that you're not using them also means that to a degree they are not actually working. And because they're not being used, they're more likely to be not working when you come to use them next time, as I found out on many an occasion. It's not just Rover, is it? But they all like to be used. The moment you stop using them, they complain. Say, "Oh, what's up here? Why are you missing me out? What's going on here?" They say, or they might do if they could talk. In my world, they do talk, but of course mine's a bit different to everybody else's. Look at Nigel, as we can see here, with his headlining on the roof. It looks like he's wearing a woolly hat, and I think that's fantastic. Right, so General Cheeseburger, Smashing Pistons versus Mustard. There's only one way to sort this out. Fight. Okay, well, we've done arm wrestles, but I haven't done an arm wrestle with Simon, and I'd feel a bit mean doing that because I don't think he'd be up for it. But I'm going to challenge him to an arm wrestle because I don't think he'd be up for it. Don't challenge me to a beard off, though. You should join the quiz, says Smashing Pistons. I can show you how to have guests on your stream as well if you want. Need a PC though? Well, I don't have one. I had a laptop. Well, I've still got a laptop, but it doesn't really want to work. Are you going to tell everyone? Well, Sophie, I'm not. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to save it for the video, but I did think it'd be nice just to do a little live stream because I was either going to go home early and enjoy the drive home. I thought, well, maybe I could help keep you and Neil company on your drive home by just having a little live stream that you could have on just audio only if you wanted. And if not, if you want to tell me to just shut up and go away, I don't mind. I'll take that from you. Yeah, I will actually accept it. Hooked on Classics. I might go cut the grass. Interesting, Simone. Yes. Well, I mean, it's the grass is worthwhile cutting. So you've got to keep on top of these things. Only I could. It's very difficult to keep on top of the brambles here, unfortunately. The Son of Jack says, as an old timer, I find Facebook and Instagram goosed absolutely hilarious. How goosed can it be? I mean, they've got to be having a team of hipsters right now working away, beavering away on Facebook, trying to get it back to work again and leaving their craft ale aside until it's all finished. Some of them are going to be feeling rather stressed. The pressure of this particular job isn't going to be great, is it? Oh, I just remembered something, and that is that there we go. You see, I put another light on, and that means that I'm going to turn one of these off and see whether that is better lighting. Now, somebody complained at me for the lighting on my live stream, and that person was indeed Senior Mustard, and said that you should have, rather than the light there, you could do it in front of you. Like, yeah, no, they've only had a light, and I just haven't used it so far. But this is my first go of having a lit up properly live stream, and I hope somebody appreciates it. Simon the Beige Bomber versus Kendo Matasaki. The masked boar springs to mind. For what though? Stream Christina Aguilera, says Faris K. Stream Christina Aguilera. How do you mean by that? I have no idea. I don't like Instacrap, says Hooked on Classics. Well, no, not everybody does. I can't say it's my favourite thing. Just have it as it's just another tool, really, to help my YouTube thing. Have another side to it that might help it go a little bit more into the public face of watching your videos. That's always quite a useful thing. And good afternoon, Paul and chat. The sun is finally out, says Cars with JC. It's good to see you here, Joe. I won't mention that you're in green there because you might not want me to do, but good to have you here, mate. Yes. Afternoon from Smashing Pistons, 2 Cars with JC. Look, we have 40 people here. Brilliant, excellent. I'm glad that we finally have some people turning up for this rather lovely live stream on a summer's day that you cannot see. Wonderful. They've disappeared now. Pingu says, fortunately today's breakdown was at the end of my road, so just waiting for my son to get home and tow it back to the drive. That's the one benefit of breaking down nearby home, I suppose, yes. And having a son that can help. If I break down and I need to rely on somebody else, I'm not sure who. But I just prefer not to do. And that's really, so your car broke down because of the Pectron unit. Please explain what exactly happened to it. And are you close at the end of wanting a facelift Rover 25 at all? Because I would be. Lol, I'll challenge you to a beard fight, Paul. Oh, yeah, I reckon we should do it. Yeah. I mean, it's not just about how long your beard is. In actual fact, with the kind of fight that I've got in mind, you will lose because my face will make contact before yours does because your beard's so bushy, and that wouldn't be a good thing for you. Hi Joe, how is your sunshade? Asks Cheeseburger. I think you're going to get a bit more ribbing, unfortunately, Joe. It's a bad week for cars, says Smashing Pistons. A fart off. First to leave the phone box loses. That's brilliant. Brilliant, Gaz on a trike. Well done. Thank you very much. I like that an awful lot. Simon's got bored. Never noticed, to be honest. Simon's got a beard, he says Steve Dull, rather, not bored. About 95% of my cars are in running condition, says Stephen S. Paul, including the 6 I've just got over the past 2 days. You know what? Why don't you do a Facebook thing, Stephen S. Paul? Because the amount of cars you're always telling me about, I would love to see them. I'd love to actually see a video of what really goes on there. I think it'd be quite fascinating. Hello, Mark. I hate it. There's nothing to hate about it, Joe. Come on, let's be happy. Facebook equals employing hipsters since 2009. When did hipsters start? When did that? It probably was about 2009, wasn't it? When suddenly hipsters, in other words, men with beards and glasses and, you know, a kind-natured way about them, and love for craft ale didn't exist before then. That's strange though, because well, maybe it's the introduction of ale that's a bit more expensive that brought around the hipsters. I don't know. Joe, we were having a heat wave at the end of March. You'll be grateful for that. Ducks. Oh, ducks. Okay, no, we were watching you on the M6, 48 miles from home, says Sophie. You've really been getting a move on then, haven't you? Mark, the windscreen is being replaced with a correct one. I've been onto auto glass today. Gosh. Oh, wow. You are a tough cookie, Joe. Do you know what? My Nigel's got the green strip on it as well. So I thought maybe this is a replacement then. Maybe that's what it is. So the one with the green strip is just the R3 then, is that right? Now personally I like it. I like the green strip, the bit of extra sun shading. But you know, it's your car and obviously it's your choice. Bryant Spross. The other day I saw this Turkish guy working on 2 cars and I saw an American working on cars, and it's fascinating to see how the similarities between these 3 individuals on the internet. You haven't reached the junction 10 off the M6. You'll be 2 hours from home. Oh dear, right. Are we saying that there's some terrible mishap on the motorway there, Cheesy? Yes, smashing. Yes, smashing. Even my Honda started misfiring on me yesterday. Up Simon's Rally driving hill. New coil pack needed, I think. Sunglasses and a sun visor does the job, says Cars with JC. Well, I never wear sunglasses. I don't wear them in the car. The only time I've ever worn sunglasses is to see what I look like being a cock, and that's really it. And not to say that everyone who wears sunglasses are cocks, because I don't actually think that. But personally, I think if I wear a pair of sunglasses, I look like a cock. And when I think I look like a bit of a cock in the first place, that's double cock. And nobody needs double cock. Not in my experience, anyway. Hi, Joe, says Hooked on Classics. And hello. Joe. Oh, there was a flying thing then. Joe, I must admit, I'm surprised Autoglass have agreed to replace the screen. Pleased for you, though. I'm surprised as well. I'm surprised that maybe what happened is that whilst they were fitting it, you didn't see the glass being fit and you wandered off to do something else and came back and went, it's the wrong glass. And then say, no, it's not. Look, it fits in there. It works perfectly well. Because you'd have seen that it had that green bit on it. You would have done as well, because the fact that you've spotted that it's got the green bit and you're not too happy with it would suggest that you are quite observant, wouldn't it? I wonder what they'll do with it. I hope they can get it out without breaking it. How is MJ today? How is MJ? What could MJ be feeling today? Oh, all right. I've been getting problems out of the way before car season, says Smashing Pistons. And then Joe, I will be going in 10 minutes. Just parked up for a break. Running ahead of schedule. That's rather good, isn't it, when that happens? If you have a schedule to run ahead of. And congratulations on doing your job so efficiently that you can actually stop for a break and listen to some mustard time. Mustard time. Cars with JC again. Mark, they have no choice. It will have I have all the proof what I ordered, and that car came out of the factory with it. So they are refunding me and replacing it with this clear. Oh, gosh, they're refunding you and replacing it. So in effect, you're getting a free windscreen. Is that really what you mean? Because that looks almost like you've spotted a little trick you could play on them. Now, how do we read that one? Where's my reading glasses? There's no point me asking you where my reading glasses are because you can't see them. I certainly can't see them. So it's just because I want to read this name out and I don't want to get it incorrect. Oh, it's disappeared anyway. Oh no, hang on. Right, no. Hanaratris Muslim. Can you say hi, can you say hi, Mafia? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And thank you. Message automatically held for review hidden by Smashing Pistons. View deleted message. I'm quite curious to see this. I can't do. No, right. Well, okay, Simon. Thank you. I am sure that was well worthwhile getting rid of. But I don't know who it was though. Oh no. Oh no, I don't want anybody else seeing it, but I'd like to see it myself, wouldn't I? But thank you, Simon, because I have found over the past couple of live streams the help of a moderator would have actually helped quite a bit. But having said that, I don't really mind a few bits coming in. You know, you can, to be honest, if you are listening right now, Simon, if somebody wants to fling an insult at me, they're welcome to it. What I don't like is a question asked, followed by the same question, and again and again and again and again and again, infinitum. Okay, that's really what can get a bit annoying, but only after a while. I am rather tolerant most of the time, you see. Mustard and Simon, what is the worst substance you got stuck on your beards? What an excellent question, but also rather intrusive one. Also, I might say, I reckon the worst substance you could have stuck in your beard would be chewing gum. But I don't do chewing gum because of how horrible and sticky it actually is. I don't really fancy getting tangled up with such a thing. But I reckon that the worst thing, though, because although chewing gum would be highly inconvenient, the answer is going to be milk. Yeah, milk. Because if you have milk in your beard and you don't notice, it's going to go rancid really quickly and it's going to smell. And before you know it, you're going to smell like the man asking you for spare change outside Lidl. How presumptuous of me to assume that anybody outside begging has got a smelly beard. But they may well have. I put my Karen mode on. Glad you can actually admit that then, Joe. Joe Karen. I would have thought they'd argue and they'd have to replace the screen, and that's that. Good for you for getting them to sort it out. Are the Facebook hipsters too busy drinking coffee out of avocado skins? Asks Son of Jack. Well, it's a good question, but we won't find out, will we? And maybe they'll reveal all that information once Facebook comes back to life. Well, imagine if it doesn't. Imagine if this is indeed the very end of Facebook. And we'll talk in the future about the Facebook times. About the times when you could poke people until it became out of fashion and nobody bothered with that any longer. Almost to the extent where you forgot you could poke someone. And then when someone pokes you, you actually feel quite insulted by it. Yeah. The Facebook times. A time where we could all speak to each other and did so infrequently. All the people that we wanted to speak to, we didn't bother because we was too busy speaking to people that we didn't want to speak to. Could be that. Smashing Pistons is doing a laughing face. Yes, more facelift rovers for me. Oh, no more facelift rovers for me, says Pingu Concord. Pingu Concord. What? Oh, that light's starting to hurt my eyes a bit. Maybe that's the ring thing that you see proper YouTube people have. The ring of light that the bloggers and OnlyFans people have. Maybe that's because you can have your face proper lit up without being dazzled. That's a good idea. A waterfall appeared to form from underneath the glove box. It appeared as I just set off and a complete electrical failure at the end of the road. That sounded quite dramatic, actually. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was, Pingu, and I do. I'm glad it wasn't me. That's all I can say. I also signed the paperwork under the signature "not happy," so they had no choice. Interesting. It's nice, Paul, but on a cream-coloured car stands out like a sore thumb. Oh yeah, I bet it does actually. But does it stand out as much as Nigel's old wheels? I bet it doesn't. Surely that colour was was available in the R3 as well. Right. Yeah. Anyway, never mind. Let's see what Smashing Pistons is talking about. I'm looking to arrange another trip down your way when I have some more time to spend. And he's talking to Pingu. And of course, why wouldn't you want to go and spend some time with Pingu? Pingu. He's a lovely chap. He's a lovely chap indeed. Indeed he is. Sophie Ellis Bexter. Not when you have a ZTT Vernal cheeseburger and we're 40 miles. Cup of tea gone. One cup of tea consumed and emptied the cup, ready for more tea. More tea, Vaka? Yes, probably. And you can bet before the end of this live stream, another cup of tea will be getting consumed. That's just the way I do it. You don't need sunglasses to look like a cock, says General Cheeseburger. So now that is exactly the point I'm making. And James Bacon is here, related to Kevin Bacon? No, probably not. But it's a good name, isn't it? It's a good, solid surname. It's Bacon. I like it a lot. And welcome, James Bacon. Hello. I don't believe I've seen you in one of my live streams before. And if not, then you're welcome to stay. And if you're not familiar, if you're not a regular, please put your location in so I've got some idea of where you are. Whereas Lord Brennan of Sealand, I have a very good idea on where he is. And he's got 2 cocks and a happy face. That is, actually, no, that's 2 times 2 cocks. That's 4 cocks. That'd be 2 people wearing sunglasses, wouldn't it? Classic Wheels Wales has been a channel member for 14 months on the beer token and says Monkey Mouse Cat. Now I don't know whether he's actually here or whether that was just that's just come up as 14 months on this very moment that he has been a channel member for, and it could be exactly that. Cheeseburger says, Classic Wheels, how have you, mate? Nice to see you. I don't think he's, I don't know if he's here or not, that's the thing. Sup, says Windy Miller. He's opening a sentence in absolutely everything these days. Unless it's on a comment on a video, then he likes to load it all out. I'd be quite curious to know how long it takes Windy Miller to actually write the typical or average comment on a video. I reckon it might be pretty much the length of the video. And with that, I have a sneaking suspicion that our friend Windy Miller doesn't even know what happened in the video because he's too busy thinking of the best comment to go with it all. Stephen S. Paul, I've never worn sunglasses in my or any car. People think it's a bit odd, especially when you're out here in the desert. I've just managed. And that's what I do. I don't find the sun ever to be so bright that I can't really see through it. The worst time is probably, when the sun's low in the sky and it's right there, right towards where you are heading. Makes for great shots, not for great visibility. Well, I can safely say that hay fever will be around the corner, and that's something else to look forward to. Good afternoon, Mustard, says Mighty Cat Mods, and good afternoon to you. Oh gosh, right, Charles. Hello, man, you look like Chuck Norris. That is a cool thing to say, isn't it? I mean, I don't look anything like Chuck Norris, and he's an awful lot older than me, even though he might not look it. But thank you. I take that as, a compliment. I don't think it's an insult, and even if it was an insult, I'm taking it as a compliment, whatever the case. If you want Nigel's wheels back, let me know, says JC. I reckon, the trouble is you don't like them as much, do you? I have decided I don't like them on NJ. That is a pity. Are you related? Asks Charles. I am related, yeah. I'm related to everyone in every corner. Not corner. Let's not say corner of the earth because it isn't a square, is it? But we're all related one way or another. To Chuck Norris, though, no more than anybody else, as far as I know. I mean, it might be, but I can't say as I know. So, probably not. I'm not sure where the similarity is that you're getting at, but it must be somewhere. The only person that's ever said that to me, though, normally it's just Jesus. Are you Jesus? Did you know that Jesus has a Rover 25? No. Or Bill Bailey. Bill Bailey would be what I would expect as well, except I'm not bald. Sorry, we can't hang around, but glad to see you're happy. I'm always trying to be happy, Mr. Mighty Cat Mods. And Classic Wheels Wales is here, so that's good. So good to see Mike in the building with the rest of us. How are you, my old fruity darling? I hope you're well. I hope you're as well as you can be, and it would be good to see you again quite soon, mate. But what does he say? He says, hello, Mark. 1 month of chemotherapy left. I presume that's going as well as it can do. And that's one of the reasons why we haven't really seen much of Mike because obviously it's taking it out of him quite a bit. Anyway, like I said, good to see you, mate. Good to see you knocking about. Mike, pleased to hear you're well. Stay strong, mate. We're all with you. That's absolutely true. Right, I'm off, says Cars with JC. Have a good day. Thank you very much. We're all welcoming Mike to the live stream. Miguel Sanchez. My MG ZT180 is running and sounds fantastic. IFs will make a 20-year-old. I don't know what that means really. FEV, S. Yeah, I don't really know what you mean, I'm afraid, but I still read it out. Windy Miller, when we've been given a robot vacuum cleaner, I'm training it as we speak. I thought this was an act of extraordinary kindness, but the robot vacuum cleaner is extraordinarily stupid. Yeah. Well, have you tried having a conversation with it? You know, have you tried sort of properly communicating and seeing if you can gel? Or is that not going to happen? Try telling the robot vacuum cleaner one of your stories, see whether it's interested. Or is it really a case of you want the robot vacuum cleaner to do something and you don't actually want to instruct it properly? You want it to just know what to do. You could be thinking that it's only really got to do the vacuuming, and as a robot it can do it as if it knew what it was doing, but evidently it doesn't, and it's just highly frustrating. Whatever the case, I do sympathise with you, and well, you know, just don't bother with a robot vacuum cleaner. It's not difficult to do vacuuming, is it? Afternoon, everybody, says Pure Evil and Smashing Pistons. Okay, Mod removed it. Okay, Mod Hat removed it. Mod Hat removed it. Ayo, ayo. I can see where we gifted it. Ayo. Cheeseburger. All right, cheeseburger. Yes. Okay. I've never vacuumed a robot, says Gaz and a Trike. Afternoon, Captain Carbon. Hello, Paul, says Rover Joe. Hello, Rover Joe. Gosh, we was doing impressions of you yesterday. Whilst we were out yesterday, we went on a little trip to go and view a car. And Bolty did a live stream, so some of you will know that we was going to view a car. We didn't finish it off. We didn't finish off and say what happened with this particular thing. So maybe he'll finish that bit off, or maybe I will. I don't know. But we was doing impressions of people that we know, and I'm afraid that both Rover Joe and Cars on JC did get a bit of a ribbing. So that'll come out on Boaty's video. Windy Miller says you can have free ice cream cakes for life, but the cream comes from a very old horse. Are you in or out? The cream comes from a very old horse. Right, I don't know what you mean, but I do like that one. Yeah. No, I'm out. I think I'll be out on that one. It does itself, guys. I have to go. Yes, Ape Simon sounds like a good future. Sounds like the future. Oh, right. Paul Newman is here, and he says, sadly, Facebook is back up and running. And Tez. Oh, there's Tez is here. Whoever Tez is. Hello, Tez. How are you? Hi. No, hi. Hi, Tez. I mean, good to see you. I don't think I know you, but welcome to the live stream. And yeah, obviously having some sort of good time, whether it be for the right reason or not, I don't know. Remember throwing a digital sheep at people on Facebook? Asks Hooked on Classics. I don't remember that one, but that does sound like the kind of thing that we used to, do. It's rubbish, so it definitely does G. That's half a horse. It's a G. Yes, I'm poking. Yeah, that's the bit I mentioned, Simon. Has anyone checked out MySpace Tom recently? He only ever had one picture. Or maybe there's been a recent picture of him, but I don't know. MySpace Tom, everybody's friend until you actually want to message him, and then he doesn't reply. No wonder, eh? MySpace was a terribly complicated website. I never got along with it, and I think it's no wonder that when Facebook came along, actually that was so much easier to use that it's no wonder that worked, and suddenly MySpace was just old hat and just disappeared so quickly. But maybe some of you people do remember live MySpace and thought it was good and liked the way it worked, liked how clunky it was, and liked how you had to didn't you have to download bits of things to get one thing or another to work? It's not like it all just came in one big package. You can use the whole lot. Whereas that Facebook is basically, here it is, there's Facebook, and just figure out how to use it. Mohammed Hassan, do you have children? Well, I do, but why is that relevant? That's what I want to know. Is that really relevant to this live stream? Maybe it is. Maybe you could tell me, and I'll answer a bit better. Yeah, not too bad. Just been doing more refurbishing on my trailing arms. How are you, Simon? That's the talking to Joe. Honda life is a good life. Thanks. 216 nearly finished. Oh yes, I'll be looking forward to seeing that again. Oh no, I haven't seen it at all yet, have I? No, because you always brought that R8 along with you to any of the shows. A nice stuff along with to go. Okay, Rov Joe, the defo should be some more videos, and it's soon waiting for some built Bamba. Is that Hamba stuff? Built Bamba stuff. Built Bamba. I dare you to make an Indian accent, says Mohammed Hassan. You dare me? Well, that's a rather curious dare, because I can't make an Indian accent. I could do an Indian accent, but you might get it confused with something else. So, why would you dare me to do that? Do you think it would be insulting, or do you presume I wouldn't be able to do it? I think you might sort of presume I wouldn't be able to do it because India is a huge place. In Britain, we don't have a British accent, do we? We have regions of Britain, and throughout the country of England, for example, there are many different accents that are so different to one another that if it wasn't for the internet and being able to travel around in little cars, we probably wouldn't have a clue what we were all talking about. All right, yeah, Smashing Pistons and Rover Joe collaboration or something this summer. If you're up to something, asking you questions, yes. Amanda Swift, love you, bye. Well, thank you, Amanda Swift. Love you, bye. The last I had, MySpace Tom replied to someone's tweeting on how a total failure to the point where he'd retired with more money than he could possibly spend. So I think he's doing well. Wouldn't that be fantastic? More money than you could possibly spend, and suddenly more friends than you ever really needed. That would be something else. Who deserves more money than they can actually spend? Nobody. Nobody needs more money than they can actually spend. And the worst thing you can do is to be so greedy as to keep more money than you can actually spend aside, just in case you end up spending some of it. Smashing Pistons is finding something funny there. I watch the first 2 or 3 minutes and then I'm off. I have no idea what happens in any of your films, says Windy Miller. Oh, right. Okay, that's exactly what I thought. I mean, if I was you, I can honestly say that I do like your comments, but you should do your thing, and then watch the video properly to see whether it was any good or not. And then if you liked it, you could like it. And if you didn't, you could not. And then you could add a further comment saying that you liked the video, by the way, or you didn't like it. And just by doing that, in fact, Windy Miller, I had a thought the other day. You know your comments you use up, I'm not sure how many characters you can have in a particular comment, because your comments do pretty much fill up the screen. If you wanted to do as a special treat just for you, you could have one comment, post it, and then do another comment and post that, and that would increase the amount of comments I actually have by one person, and that would actually be more helpful than you realise. I suppose I can do that. The only rule is not when I'm welding. Oh, I thought I was going to drop my phonio. My phonio. What? I'm going to do a pump. Oh, very good. We'll get something penciling a year later, says thinking. That's good. That's good then, PE. Who's PE? PE. Who's PE? Right, never mind. That's good then, PE. I did worry about him having all those friends and nothing. Then I hope he's found a happy place. So, Tom's not PE. I don't know. Right, I'm a bit lost on that one. It happens quite a lot, where somebody says something and I just don't really understand what it is, and then I have to just carry on as if it hadn't even happened. Wait, what on earth isn't a cube? Oh, the earth isn't a cube. No, it's not a cube, is it? Come on now, come on. You need to start putting your prices up, as you're obviously selling your cars too cheaply. There's a left-hand drive Rover 75 on Auto Trader for £10,750. Well, that's an exceedingly high price, isn't it, really, for a Rover 75? And a left-hand drive one as well. And just because that's what somebody's put a car up for on Auto Trader, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it's worth suddenly. I certainly don't think so anyway. Classic Wheels Wales does a thumbs up. Now, Classic Wheels Wales. Let's have one back, and then another one, and then some. For you. Alright. Chuck Mustard Norris. Not sold, has it? No, it hasn't. Oh, right, okay, right. Hi, Mike. Hey, Stevens. Classic Wheels Wales. I'm off. Nice humans. Speak soon, Paul. And that's such a shame he's gone then. He's just left me a fiver for just dropping by. He's a very kind man, is Mike. And what can I say besides just thank you? I don't deserve it, but thank you anyway. Every little helps, as they say in Tesco. Maybe that's what they mean for themselves. Thank you very much. Made in Ankara. Hi, wavy Ankara. Take care, Mike. Take care. Let's say bye-bye to Mike. Bye-bye, Mike. Bye-bye, Mike. See you soon. I will, Mike. I'm off home. See you now. Bye-bye. Bye. Hope you have a good thumb. Right. Okay. Oh, Jimmy Quinn is here as well now. And Rover Joe says, laugh my arse off. Love it when I enjoy watching you and try to do impressions of me and others. What else can you do? If you make it clear that you find it annoying when somebody does an impression of you, it's just going to make them do it all the more, but without you knowing about it. And then, of course, you end up becoming the subject of fun and ridicule because you can't do it in front of you. So, thank you for that, Joe, and I will continue to do impressions of you. In fact, the next car show we do, I'd quite like to do another thing where I meet up and talk to people. I'd quite like to just mimic people that I meet, and you're going to be quite an easy one to do. Do an impression of SpongeBob, says Champ Count. What does SpongeBob do? I don't know what his voice was. I believe that SpongeBob was actually quite a funny children's program, being as it wasn't even made for adults in the first place, but it could have been made for children but to amuse adults, so I don't know what SpongeBob actually sounded like. If hoodies were transparent, would you still wear them? No, I'd get the coloured one instead. Yeah, I'd get a coloured one instead, I think. Yeah, unless you had a hoodie that was just to cover up a t-shirt that you wanted people to see, which is a bit likely. Well, it is for me anyway, but for somebody else it might not be. Then, yeah, I wouldn't bother. Oh, right, I see. Now then, what does this? Minaj Ryan, you are a bad guy. Like Michael Jackson, bad Minaj, or regular bad, says Windy Miller. Nice little chip in there, actually. And I tell you who's a bad guy. Charlotte Church. She's a really bad guy. She's just not very good at being a man at all, and that makes me like her a bit more. Gaz on a trike, or old egg bald. Or audio dynamic bad. Or audio right, okay. Or bone bad. Angelo Baldamente. Bad romance. Yes, keep these going. You might as well, don't you? Christopher Hulsbergen. I presume that that the Bigfoot myths are based on you. They are indeed, actually. Yeah. Christopher. Yeah, they're all based on me. What happened one day was I was spotted walking down the street. You could say minding my own business, but I wasn't. I was peering through people's letterboxes, seeing if anybody was in, and they weren't. So I carried on doing it, and that got the attention of somebody who was looking out for something that they could possibly write a book on. And it turned out to be Bigfoot. Yeah, I am responsible, and I'm very proud of it. I've run out, says Gaz on a trike. Me too, but I'm sure there'll be a new one along in a minute. Never seen his feet myself. They are big, they are very big, and I am from Scotland. I'm in Scotland right now, and Scotland's a fantastic place. You should visit it. It is, it's a lovely place. It's full of mountains, and we all like mountains. If you don't like mountains, then you don't like them, but I do, and so Scotland's the perfect place for me to be. I might watch one of your videos all the way through later. I'll choose one at random, says Windy Miller. Oh, thank you very much. I think more people should watch them all the way through. Otherwise, I may as well just get the intro just right and then just have like 10 minutes of just a black screen. I've got a video like that, but it's not going to be happening for a while. So let's make the most of what I am doing. In case I decide to stop because not enough people are watching it. Right, Simon's asking me, what shows are you planning on attending this year? You should create something on the Facebook group for them. Well, I am going to Pride of Longbridge, of course, and I will be going in this little guy here. Oh, Nigel and his bobble hat. I'm very much looking forward to that. And that's the only one I've actually made my mind up to go to this year, but obviously I will go to more. I am thinking of doing my own little social event, but the only thing is, it's the yard thing still, because I'm still expecting at any moment suddenly to come down here in the morning and the yard's full of a truck dropping off containers. So it could very easily get a bit mixed up, and also just trying to keep things not too busy down here. You know, it's very easy for there to be too many cars. Even when having a couple of guests, I find myself feeling a bit uncomfortable where they're parking the cars and stuff, in case anybody's like looking and going, quite a lot of cars in there today. Okay, multiple comments it is. Brace yourself. Thank you, Windy. That'll be better, because then you can actually answer that one comment and then answer the next one. And before you know it, the whole thing may snowball into my videos being a proper Windy Miller session of bizarre thoughts. That would be good. Pure evil. I believe it's me. I'm PE. 6 times 3 equals gas on a trike, 18. And it is UPE. Ah, right, I see. I was going to point that out, but it would be good half hour before he gets down here. This is true. Yes, it is. Smart. Bye. Have a good thumb. Oh, thanks, Smart. Tony is here. Hi, Paul. I'm just doing some jobs on my BMW and enjoying the sunshine. Hope you are well. I am fine. I'm quite consistently reasonably well, to be honest. I never really get properly ill. I get bits of colds and bits of things like that, but they never really stop me. Robot vacuum cleaner has been sent back to the little base in disgrace. Oh, home base. But sent back to home base. It's bleeping. It's a bleeping fit, and it's got whiskers stuck in my rug. Nice rug. It covers my ears. Bye, everyone else. Hooked on Classics. Simone is still here. I thought you'd already gone. Bye, Simone. Thought that was my natural gas. Gas. Ta-ta, ta-ta. Beautiful. Bam, bam, bam. Almost as bold as a coot. Oot, oot. We're in Wolverhampton now, says Sophie Ellis Baxter. Jimmy Quinn, don't forget to like, he says. Thank you. Do you know Windy Miller is not a nice place, a nurse place? Did you know Windy Miller is not a nice place? I think that says there. I thought Scotland was full of Scots. It is. But it's also full of vast, empty spaces where there are no Scots or anything, comes to think of it, or British people of other countries at all. And that is indeed, although I do enjoy the company of lots of people, even all at the same time, I also like massive spaces of emptiness. I find that most appealing. I do. Have a good week, folks. Take care. I guess that's Simon off as well. Are we going to continue with our welding this year, Mustard? I am going to do. I am. I'll be coming back to that quite soon, actually. Emmy Bates, can you say hi to me? It would mean a lot. If you're still here, Emmy Bates, hello. Hello. Data warning. You've used 2 gigabytes. Well, that's not much, is it? Windy Miller, hi, Emmy. I like your purple circle with an E in it. Hi, Mustard, says Skick. Hello, Skick. Can you say many? Can you say many? It means a lot. It does mean a lot, yes. Hello, Skick. Hello, Jimmy. Can you say hippie fartoir? Yeah. What's that word on the street mofo? Ask Isaac Hunt. That's up to you, isn't it, really? Ellie Bean is here. Hello, Ellie Bean. That's a smiley face, and I don't know what that is. I've actually caught up. This is brilliant. You know, I do actually quite like it when I catch up with the comments, because then I feel a bit like I am free just to talk or go or ask questions or whatever you like. And it's nice to be able to just say hello to people as and when they happen to just arrive. Just like Ellie Bean then. Ellie Bean may well be the next person that's going to make a huge contribution to the channel somehow. I don't know whether that's possible, but you just never know. Thomas Searles says hello. Hello, Thomas. Oh, hang on. Just sorry about this. I went to Wolvenhall, Sophia Ellis Baxter. I liked it. Spoiling yourself with another live stream, suggests Dick Dastardly. I am spoiling myself. I said earlier on in this live stream, I've just become addicted to them. I've become addicted to doing live streams, and I just want to do them all the time. And so that's what I'm going to do, basically. Thomas Jury, going to collect my brother's first car. He bought a Rover 45, and I'm quite jealous. Much better than my first car, which was a Corsa. Well, yes, indeed. Absolute Aboriginal. Good day. That is rather aboriginally. Matthew Cleve. Hello. Good. Thank you for joining me. The Corsa. I don't think the Corsa was that bad a car, really. Certainly as a first car, it would be rather suitable. The 45 is a better car, but would it be better as a first car? I don't know, because it's quite a bit bigger, isn't it? Whereas a Corsa is smaller, usually a lot slower, and more expensive on insurance due to the amount of people that like to crash them. So, who knows? The really weird thing about insurance is that exact fact that if a car has a reputation for being crashed, then it will be high on insurance, even if it's as slow as taking the bus. And that means that younger people or first-time drivers will be able to get into a much faster car because they can insure it. Weird, isn't it? Weird, and exactly that. If you don't have hair, if you could have hair but would always have it in your food, and you've got to deal with that all in your bowl, or sorry. If you could have hair but it was always getting your beard, and you have to deal with that or be bald, what would you prefer? I'd prefer not to have any hair, I think. Robert Palmer was addicted to live streams. Yeah, he was. Good old Robert Palmer. I miss him. Now, who's this then? Renin, I guess. And that says NOH. But it doesn't say NOH. I just don't know what it does say. So I'm just going to say NOH. NOH for Renin. NOH for Renin. Right. NOH. NOH Renin. Alright. Right. Not bad. Isaac Hunt. Anyone shave their nuts? Yeah, some people do. More Swedish blokes and birds do. Not my own nuts. Opinion about Muslims. A question, two question marks. Opinion about Muslims. And then something that I can't understand. Do you think the Swedish chef shaves his balls? Asks Windy Miller. Yeah, I reckon they do. Only monkey nuts. Believe his insurance is somewhere around the same as it would be for my Corsa when I was his age. So obviously insurance is a lot more now than it ever used to be. My first car that I had, I remember the insurance was so little. You'd imagine that maybe I was driving 50 years ago, but it was about £400 for my first car. That's not a lot, is it, really? That was 30 years ago. But that's quite a long time ago, to be honest, isn't it? Isaac Hunt. Nothing like a Sean scrotum. Rain is typing in Silic. JDM Drifter. And rain, is it? So it says there, rain. Right, maybe that's how you pronounce it. That's how you pronounce it. Tina Gibbons says, what WFTF? Which means something else. For me, it was 1,100, and I think he said to me 1,300. Thomas Dury says. Yeah, that's quite a lot. What, Tina Gibbons, are you confused by this live stream? Gazna Trike says, I'm typing a small stone cottage. I'm typing in a small stone cottage. I'm in the Yorkshire Dales. I know you're in the Yorkshire Dales. It's a lovely place, isn't it? Even better than Scotland. Anyone lend me 10k? My stocks are down. Getting too many head cases on her. Getting too many head cases on her. Here, right, okay. Well, what can I do about that, Skick? Thomas Jury, can the Rover 45 use E10, or is it stuck? No. To me, I think it's nonsense. You don't have to worry too much about that. They were designed to run on E10 anyway. How old are you? Not to be rude. I am 54, Tina Gibbons. Did you lose your tech on AI stocks? I told you didn't. I told you didn't do it. Loose lip sync. Loose lip sync. Pum pum. I have stocks around 200. You always bragging about your stocks and shares and your 11,000 pretend dollars that you have every day. Oh, Wendy made £1,001 from AI. That's quite good actually. Yeah, I'd like to make that. I'd like to make that every day. £1,000 disposable income a day would suit me very well. It would suit the lifestyle that I don't currently have, but I would like to have. Would anybody like to have any kind of? Can anybody help with that? Actually, do you know what? You all can. You can all help. If you are new to this live stream, just make sure you press that like buttons and the subscription buttons, become channel members, all this stuff. Eventually it will filter down into my pocket and I may make a little tiny bit of money out of it. I would be most grateful. Today, that's okay. Thought the Beatles made more out of it. Thought I was like the Beatles. I like the new people. They're nice. I agree, Windy Miller. I think it's fun to have my regular people in here like you and lots of new people coming in and out. I think it's what a live stream should be about. I don't think if I want to do a live stream where it is just the people I know, I can do a members only live stream. But that would exclude a bit too many people. So I don't really want to do that. Although that's what YouTube does suggest you should do. You should do members only live streams. I've only got 59 members. What's the chances of all of them wanting to turn up, or any more than 2 or 3 at any given moment? Very slim, I'd say. You look good for your age, says Tina Gibbons. Okay, thank you very much. Diversity is the key. Isaac Hunt appears to agree with that as well. Funds better than just stocks. He's Scottish, Tina. That's why all the fresh air and the tenant soup. I've never tried tenant super or that Kestrel super strength stuff. I often think I should just see what it's like. Maybe it'd be quite good. Can't be that bad, can it? I am thinking of just wrapping this up and going because I have a car to drive home and I'm very much looking forward to this particular drive. So I'm going to read to the bottom of the comments yet again, and I will just read out anything new that comes up and not waffle on too much, because I do want anybody that's just popping in just to feel welcome and encourage them to stay and come back again on another day, of course. My wife non-stop on that fecking phone. How can you spend 4 hours talking non-stop cack? I can manage it. I'm a regular in the sense I've not been escorted out of the building by security, says Pure Evil. I like pants people, says Gaz on a trike. When are you going to be on the new Top Gear? Top Gear is gone, hasn't it? For the moment. Although, according to Steve Berry, it will come back. He reckons it will come back, just like Doctor Who did. Give it 10 years, then they'll reintroduce it with a whole bunch of, well, say, 3 new people. Maybe they'll go back to the original format of having just loads and loads of people. And I've been invited on for that one, probably. I don't know. I haven't actually, but I'd like to be. I used to drink 4 tins of special brew every night for 30 years, says Isaac Hunt. Jimmy Quinn says, Paul, if everyone subscribed, it would help you and your 10 children. Knocked on the head 12 years ago. Sophie Ellis Baxter, we're home, so seeing you back and so. Right, thank you very much. Glad you are back. And again, Sophie and Neil, thank you very much for coming round and being so helpful. It's awful stuff. Just buy one. What will be the new Top Gear? I liked your live stream, so I pressed the button like, confirming this, says Windy Miller. I appreciate that, Windy Miller. I really do. I appreciate anyone who does like it, even if you don't. But I'm sure that you did. Oh, look what I've just done. I've just switched the light off, meaning that I now have to go. Did you like the light? Do you think it makes any difference? Because actually this is a bit more comfortable, to be honest. Top Gear needs to bring back William Woolard. Top Mustard, yes. Do you know Mike Oxhuge? Mike Ox. I see you. I see, right. Mike Oxhuge. Well done, you almost got me there. Bye everyone. And Top Gear will return with you, Steve Berry and Prince Harry. Oh, that'd be a nice little lineup, wouldn't it? Right then. Okay, now thank you very much. Oh, hang on. How old are you, brother? Says Danush Raj. He's 84. Says there's one healthy review there. Oh right, okay. Florin Gangi. I presume that you're not serious when you ask that. If indeed that was what I'm thinking. And of course, because I don't know what you look like, I have no idea whether I would or not. And thank you very much, everybody, and I mean absolutely everybody, for joining me today on this particular live stream. It's been great. It's been a laugh. I've enjoyed it very much. Say hi to the fish. Both gangs I will do. Thank you, Pure Evil. Thank you, Jimmy Quinn, Windy Miller, all of you, everyone who's been here today. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one quite soon.